I consider everyone despite their differences. Everyone. I don't get to pick and choose. No, it's everyone, even though you're different. I include and I consider you, even though you don't look like me. I include and consider you, even though we don't have anything in common. I include and I consider you, even though we don't have any interest that we share. There's nothing that you do that I like. You don't come from where I come from. But I still include and I consider. See, when we're inclusive, it is going to require us to be able to see beyond what our eyes are telling us. Beyond what our eyes are telling us. Because see, when we're including and considering based off of what these two things tell us, we make decisions based off of the surface. Meaning, I don't get to see who you really are. I don't know your background. I don't know your history. I don't really know what your heart is like. I'm just judging you based off of what you look like. I'm basing it off what I think about you, not based off of anything that I know. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're only including and considering people because they look like you, because they share a background that you share, because y'all have similar interests, y'all like the same things, if that's the only people, the only group that you're going to include and consider, I'm telling you, you're playing a dangerous game because you are keeping yourself, and most importantly, you're keeping your opportunities inside of a box. What would our world look like if we were all inclusive? Oh man, I love it. The world would look so very different. What would it look like if we all began to include and consider everyone despite their differences? What would it really look like? What would it really begin to look like? And the unfortunate thing is that the world is not here to hear this today. But you are. You're sitting in this seat. You sat in this seat respectfully. You've been listening. And because you've been listening, here's what I believe. I believe that we can start right here in Hopewell Middle School. I believe that you all can be the example of how we ought to love, treat, include, and consider each other unconditionally. I believe you can start right in your home with your very own family. I believe you can start right within the group of your friends. You can start right within your neighborhood. And then, with that domino created, the world will begin to see how we ought to be inclusive. How we ought to begin to include and consider everyone despite their differences. Right now, we all have to begin to live outside our box. I dare you all to begin to live outside your box. I dare the next time that you are in the lunchroom and you see that person that always sits by themselves, that never has anybody around them, I dare you to go engage them and spend some time with them. I dare the next time that you see somebody that looks different from you, that you don't call them by that nickname that you and your crew created for them, but you call them by the name that their mama gave to them. And you treat them right. I dare you to begin to include and consider everyone despite their differences. Because here's what ends up happening, y'all. This is the big picture. Because at the very beginning, we all came to the understanding that everything that I do, everything that I say, how I carry myself, it is now not just a representation of me, it is now a representation of Hopewell Middle School. So that means in all situations, everywhere that I go, in everything that I do, I am always purposeful, respectful, inclusive, dependable, and engaged. It is your responsibility to intentionally represent Hopewell Middle School right. Guys, I want to thank y'all for allowing me to speak to you guys today.
So today I saw Coach Lauren speak in the gym, and it made me think about how inclusive everyone mostly at the school is. Nobody's really inclusive, especially towards me. I never really had that many friends. People bullied me because I didn't have any friends. I got really tired of it, but I just I decided to brush it off and keep moving forward, and that's where I am today. Coach Lauren's words were very motivational, and yeah.
All right, so we just heard Coach Lauren speak, and I really appreciated, just as a teacher, hearing him reaffirm the values that we have in place for our students, especially inclusivity, and inviting them to get out of their box and include others in their day-to-day things, and just challenging them, daring them to sit with somebody new or talk to somebody new as they go throughout their day-to-day.